E cussed us out last night. Fuck y'all. We need love. Oh, we on YouTube? Alright, we YouTube live now.
YouTube Live.
Yes, sir.
That damn, I'm cool with that damn.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. I don't know how we able to get it live on YouTube already, but that's what's up. You know, what kind of strings you pulled on that one, sir?
You know, something like. Yeah, I'm going to start it. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
What's going on?
Welcome to Everyday Spectrum.
We back.
Live in effect. Make Money Mondays. Make money,
money.
money. You know,
Money, 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 money.
It's all about the dinero,
money.
the pesos,
Money, money, money,
the
money.
greenback.
Money.
So,
Some people
on this
got to have it.
episode of Make Money Mondays, we're just gonna give y'all a quick breakdown. You know, this show we're gonna probably go for about an hour and a half. So let y'all know what's going on. If y'all have any questions, we're covering stocks, crypto, and veteran benefits. Trying to get you if you're a veteran or if you know a veteran and you need help trying to get them to 100%, we'll be there to get it. Just say, bro.
Hey, yeah, you know, Make Money Monday. You know, we in the building. We're gonna talk about. We got questions about some finances. We here to answer those and talk about them. If you got a question about finances and relationship, we're here for that too. You know, we just going over. You know, we just it's Make Money Monday. That's what we do. You know, we just here to rock out. See where we at. Today I don't have my glasses on, so I am not gonna be able to see.
Talking about if you got
none of that.
Investments,
but anything.
Day trading.
Talk to us. Stock tips.
Right.
Crypto tips.
Right. What's going on in the market?
Anything. We can talk about it. We can talk about how it relate to family.
Yes.
Man ain't doing what he need to do about finances.
Yes.
It's
all tied in.
Anything. Come on,
money,
here.
If your money ain't tight, for all my gentlemen, if your money ain't tight,
the honey ain't gonna be right.
The honey ain't gonna be right. So y'all come in and let us know how we can help, give you assistance. Everything is free of charge.
Yeah, we do. You
know, so
rock out. You know, just send in the request and we can talk.
Yes.
Yeah, we can talk. Forex. Now Forex. That's dealing with currency exchange. I don't really mess with the Forex side of things. I don't even want to talk about it because I don't really deal with that side of things.
We're gonna discuss
because I do know about it. I know a little bit about it, but I really don't play with the currency exchange side. I'm not a big fan of it, honestly.
Right. Now we do know about day trading stocks. We do know about the different crypto markets and all that good stuff. So I am a veteran. So for all my other vets that's out there, if you need help, direction, I can give you direction on how you can get 100% through the VA. And once you get the 100%, I can show you how you can get your Social Security disability as well. It'll be an automatic draw. You can fast track Social Security system because you are a veteran, which a lot of veterans don't know about.
Who just said, "Hey y'all"? Who's that? I can't see it. Hey, how you doing? Oh man, Victorious. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you.
Y'all got any tips about what you can do to try to do your own investments? You know, I know most Americans have a 401k. We can show you how to convert some of those funds. So you can show you how to use those funds to actually do your personal investments on the side. Because these 401k groups, I mean, they making the financial world rich. So, but like I said, we're just here to help. You know, today is about making money. and this is one of those elements that has something to do with relationships. Because it's the reason why we come up with these three segments. We're gonna preach it. We're gonna say it to y'all. Hear it so many thousands of times. There's three reasons why most relationships fail or don't work out. So us here at Everyday Spectrum, I am E Money.
I'm BC.
So we're here to help you guys stay in these relationships. Hopefully get married. Um, but we do know there's three reasons why most people do separate, divorce, or go their own way. The first reason and the biggest reason is financial money.
Yeah.
So if you want your relationship to last, you better have some you better have some money in your account. Because trust me, you need money because without that money, we live in a capitalized society, so without those funds, it would put a lot of strain and pressure on the relationship. You know, if you gotta notice that you got to evacuate the premises from the landlord or the mortgage behind. You need money to live, so we try to cover different bases to give financial literacy to everybody that's willing and wants to learn anything. So, like I said, it's all free of charge. We don't want your PIN number, your account number, anything like that. We're just going to give you the blueprint on how to become successful in the stock market, crypto market. And
Yeah, if y'all go back and look at my old posts, I think I made that post back in either June or July, and I told y'all we was coming up on all season. When I told y'all that, I told y'all about getting into altcoins. I told y'all about Solana when it was at $140 a coin. Right now it's at $230. I think it's going to like $600-700. So I'm telling y'all, you need to get down.
Yes.
Get down. Get in there.
You know, everybody needs to own, your major coins as far as the cryptocurrency. Of course, the Bitcoins, all those big name brands, but it's some other smaller coins that you can get on top because we're shifting. The whole society is really going to be shifting into the crypto market. So you better have your money there. At least have a small portion of your portfolio.
Exactly. Because you want to be diverse, but yes. I'm just telling y'all, like right now, a lot of banking institutions are utilizing the technology. A lot of government, a lot of countries, governments, they're using it.
Yes.
And
everybody's jumping on board. Trust and believe that everybody's jumping on board. So don't you get stuck with the bag and everybody gone. So a lot of us as a people, we're dead last in financial awareness, financial literacy. So we're here to give financial tips so you can be aware. Now everybody, primarily most people do work to earn an income. Well, after you earn the income, what you gonna do with the money? Just having it sitting in your Chase account, Navy Federal account, Bank of America account, but it's not working for you. So you want to always constantly have your money working for you in some shape, form, or fashion.
Right.
And that's what we're here for, to discuss that. And also, it'll make your relationship better. Because if you got some money, you can plan trips, you can wine and dine, you can go to those favorite restaurants. You can live a pretty good life once you have just a few dollars. To make your quality of life a little bit better. So, but it's a starting point. Ain't nobody started out rich, especially people with our skin complexion, unless you got passed down a few gems. But for the most part, most people, it's almost like you eat what you catch. You know what I'm saying? So, today's Financial Literacy Day, so we're talking about making money.
Yes, make money. And then if you do want to get into, how it ties into a relationship, we'll talk about that too.
Yes.
Because what we do know is the number one cause for a divorce is usually finances.
Right.
It's like it's up there. It's number one. If it ain't number one, it's number two. But I'm pretty sure last time I checked, it was number one.
I believe
it was the number one reason.
Yeah,
so,
finances.
that's a very important thing.
Right.
That's why we have Make Money Monday. Um, when it comes down to uh, the other things that break up a family, it's like the infidelity and the trauma. Those are the other days that we do. But we like to stick with today, like kind of with money, and you can tie money into family and how that kind of go together.
Right.
And we're willing to have that discussion too. But it is we do panels. So I mean, if there's anybody else want to come up and want
Right.
to discuss, you can most definitely.
Yes, come
We
on
in the
up.
building. We
We're
here.
Yeah, we're here for
We're
you
here,
guys. It's an
you know.
open panel, and we just here to discuss, money.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I don't know how you want to call it.
But what triggered? You know what gets me though?
Yes.
Look, I'm on here
Mm-hmm.
on Monday,
Yes.
and people, it'll be our lowest audience, the lowest.
Right.
But it's the number one problem in our community
Yeah.
and in relationships.
Yes. You would think these people should be beating down on our Make Money Mondays.
Yeah.
People should want to know how to make some money.
Mm-mm.
At least a blueprint.
Mm-mm.
Ain't you tired of working at the factory?
It's like, I think what it is I think it's kind of looked at like, it's like that. Everybody want to be married but don't want to put in the work to get married.
Right. Right.
Everybody want to have 10-year marriages
Right.
but don't even want to put in the work to have the longevity.
Everybody want to look at the magazines and look at the celebrities and these people's lives, but they'll never live that life.
Never.
What about
They
that?
yeah, but they don't even want to
You
put
know?
in the work to try to get to that point.
Because anybody can get to. Those people worked hard for their money, but it's people that's in the business section that runs those celebrity lives, those NBA player lives, those football franchises. That's a business.
What's going on, OG? See you in the building.
What's going on, OG?
Yeah,
I love
it's
it.
just one of those things, man, where it's just funny to me. It blow my mind
Right.
how
'Cause
backwards we are.
Right, because a lot of people, we don't want to talk about money.
Mm-mm.
Don't nobody want to talk about money. Don't nobody want to share how they became wealthy.
You know
They
what?
just want to read about other people's wealth.
You know what I like? You know what I seen today?
Yeah.
I watched the Shannon Sharp thing with Tony Yayo,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of changed my thinking just a tad because Tony Yayo grew up with his mom and his dad,
Okay.
and he still turned out to kind of be a hard up kid.
Mm-hmm.
But what he said, the reason why he had turned to the streets
Mm-hmm.
was because of the environment. He
Yeah.
said he couldn't be in a good home. He wasn't in a good home. I mean, he wasn't in a good environment. But the home was good, but the environment was still wild.
Right.
So what I realized was, the finances played that role,
Yes.
a lot in that role, and how
Yes.
he turned out. Because he was like, if I would have been around doctors and lawyers, he's like, I'd probably turned out to be a doctor or a lawyer. He's like, but it was my environment.
Right.
He's like, my kids ain't nothing like I was when I was younger because they ain't in that environment. So,
Yeah.
the money play a role. What up, OG?
What you got to say, OJ, on the topic, brother? How you doing?
Let's see what's in the
You
building.
can't-
Hold on, it might be my fault. It's my fault. Yeah, there you go.
Can
What
you hear
up,
us,
man?
OG?
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
What's up,
Great.
brother?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
can.
hear you now.
Yeah,
What's
we
up,
can.
brother?
You live and direct.
I said, what's going on, BC? Money?
What's going
What's up,
on,
brother?
man? How you doing?
Not much, man. Chilling, man. It's good to be in the building.
Yeah,
Make
you
money
ain't
Monday.
lying, man. You ain't lying. It's super good to be in the building, man. Wake up, see another day, and get to make another dollar.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So I got my nephews, trying to, basically invest in money
Yes.
Okay.
and also trying to make money at the same time. So, I broke it down to them about credit unions versus a regular bank.
Okay.
What's the pros and cons
Mm-hmm.
of splitting it side by side,
Mm-hmm.
letting them know what's the benefit with a credit union versus the bank. How credit union is for the people. Bank is they more of their sales than actually the people. As far as the breakdown of things and how things go. So I wanted your insight as far as my nephews have $500 they starting off with. What is the best way for them to basically come up on the bag?
I can tell you this. I can point them in the right direction, on certain stocks that he can put the money in and he can get monthly dividends? Which one's
No,
that?
no, 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 no.
What?
Because I like what he was saying about the credit union part. That $500 that he's putting in there, does he have like reoccurring money coming in?
So far he is just about to finish school.
Okay.
Senior this year. He is thinking about going to college, but also he brought it to my attention that he'd rather do a trade as far as either HVAC or plumber, electrician type of situation. So he said he don't know necessarily what he want to do, but he get his money.
When I
through
say
his working.
money coming in, like he has a job like right now, or he just going
Yeah,
straight to
yes.
school? Okay, so he has
a
money
job
coming in.
right
All
now.
right, so
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
would, in my opinion, what I would do, I would go start building that relationship with a credit union. That $500 is actually gonna build. It can build a relationship with the credit union first, because that credit union, like you said, it's more smaller. You're not gonna get that big. You're not gonna be coming and getting those that big money loan like a Bank of America or Wells Fargo, but it does build a good relationship. Because I'm telling you, the credit union is going to be quicker to give you a personal loan first over that big bank starting out because of the relationship. So you build that
Yeah, I
relationship.
was right there with you,
I would
BC,
build
with the
that
person.
relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely build a relationship and really find a good credit union and build a relationship with them right now with that small money. But you can go ahead, sir. All right.
Yeah, but,
Now, BC and E Money.
yes.
So, right, when it comes to credit union, I want to make sure I'm correct. If I'm wrong, this is a point that I want to learn. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now, with the credit union, is it safe to say we're building a relationship with them? Is the intentions of when you do apply for a home loan, when you do apply for an auto loan, it makes it a lot easier because of the relationship versus the bank, right?
Well,
Right.
it's yeah. What'd you say?
Go ahead, let's
Yeah, it does. It does make a difference because they can see your track record. It's like they're gonna go off a credit report just like everybody else. But what they see is you're putting money in with them. You're building a relationship with them. So they're gonna be more eager, even if there's something kind of that's off or your credit history isn't long or whatever. They're gonna be more prone to want to give you money because they see you putting in money with them. You spending time with
You're
them.
doing business with
Exactly.
them. At the end of
Yeah, there you go. That's how you. Yeah, that's how you say
at
it.
the end of the day,
Yeah.
the bank, the credit union, they supposed to work for you. And trust me, when you have nice sums of money in those accounts, those people work for you and treat you like a king. And that's the purpose of the bank. If you're doing business with the bank, because why you think for the last 25 years that most places that you work for, because the banks got in good with the companies, and they want you to put all your money got to be direct deposit. They stop cutting like real paper checks. Most of them direct deposit. You know why they making all direct deposit?
I think it's because it's the betterment
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the bank's interest in the company,
Yeah.
right? Not you.
I'm going to explain it to you.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
When I found out about, when I went to college, Jesse Jackson, I know you heard of Jesse Jackson, right?
Of course.
Okay, so Jesse Jackson had two sons, but one of his sons, his youngest son, Jonathan Jackson, he was a professor at Chicago State, so he was one of my professors. And he broke down, we had a class, and it was talking about banks, because I went there and got my business degree. And one of the things about the banks that I didn't even know about
Appreciate that.
was
follow,
that
Anthony.
for every direct deposit, they're forcing people to do the direct deposit is because they can loan 1,000 times whatever their deposit slip they are. So if you put in, just say $100 in direct deposit, that bank can let the treasurer know, okay, we got $100 slip, and they take those slips and give it to the treasurer. So they know from that for that $100, that means they can loan out 1,000% of that is what close to, is it $1 million or 100,000? $100,000. You know, I've been in the stock market all day today, so I'm kind of fried with my math, and I'm really good at math, but you see in the time, so that's why my math is off a little bit. But so for that every $100, they can loan out $100,000. You know, so it's like you have to when you're dealing with the bank, they work for you. But a lot of us as a people, we didn't know what the real purpose of a bank. We just thought you put your money in the bank and you use it and pay your bills and do your little shopping and stuff. But all that money that's going inside the institution, and they seeing your deposit slips, your direct deposit slips. Y'all finna do business with me, or this is what I need from you guys.
Yeah.
And for younger people, like I started out, my career started out. I was in the military. I went to the Navy, and they told me directly, it's like, you need to clean up this, because I went off to college first, right out of high school, for a year and a half, and then got kicked out of that because of financial reasons. But I wound up going to the military, went to the Navy, and they said, okay, you need to pay this. In 6 months, you'll be able to buy your first house, and we'll give you a loan. I think it was like $120,000 back then. This is '96, and so I did boom, 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 boom. I did exactly what they told me to do. 6 months came back. I went in there. I'm ready. Can I get this loan? And they said, yes, you can. Start to go shopping, Mr. Smith. And it was a good empowerment thing for me. And the banks will work with you. And, I started buying properties everywhere, during my whole enlistment time. So, but you have to let the bank know, like, you're in charge.
Mm-hmm.
And they work for you.
Right.
Because anytime they don't do something I don't like, I say, you know what? I'm going to take my money out this bank. And guess what? And I want to speak to the higher ups.
They change their tune immediately.
Yeah.
But see, the reason why I do like credit unions is because you're dealing on a smaller scale. But because you're not...
Chase the biggest bank in the
That's
world.
what I'm trying to
I
say.
mean, I deal with Chase.
No.
But
I know you're gonna... But you can't... But what I'm saying, you're starting out... Our money a little different. We're coming in at a different place.
But that's what I'm saying. But most people can't... Certain credit unions are restricted.
For certain things.
For certain people.
Yeah, exactly. That's why, but it's still some out there. You know what I mean? Because you got the teachers' credit union.
Okay, you know what? Stay right there.
Yeah.
Put the fork right there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that.
What?
Certain, you said certain credit unions have some restrictions, and then you mentioned Chase. Talk to me about that. Do Chase have any restrictions? If so,
no.
or are they unlimited? You said they're global.
No, but see,
Chase,
let's
talk about that.
let me explain something.
Yeah.
Chase Bank is the biggest bank in the world.
Okay.
So I deal with Chase. Because if I'm trying to pull big money, I'm going with them because they got big money. They got unlimited. They have unlimited resources.
Yeah.
Whether a credit union is limited. You see what I'm saying? Because it's much smaller. Chase is the biggest bank in the world.
Yeah. But that's
the
biggest. Their qualifications
right. I mean, right.
Higher. That's
Right.
what I'm trying to,
right. I know what you're saying. I know.
Where they at.
No, I'm saying but I'm telling you,
yeah.
I'll tell anybody, you have that relationship with your credit union, but also have a relationship with a nationally known bank, and that'll be Chase Bank, Bank of America, Citibank, Wells Fargo. Yeah. But Wells Fargo they have
global because I'm gonna start traveling.
Right, and so
next year.
Exactly.
So I want something where my money
right.
can go. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have something that's just to the States. You know what I'm saying? So with Chase.
Yeah, you always gotta have multiple different bank accounts. You don't want all your money in one place. Like they say, you don't want all your money in one pot.
Eggs in one basket.
Right.
Right.
So, I know that right there. But with Chase, let's just put a hypothetical situation.
Yes.
BC,
Mm-hmm.
he got 500.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have no startup or whatever. He got 500. He has an amazing career. He has his wife, his family. He want to make something work with that 500 at Chase.
Mm-hmm.
What is his steps to give him financially, give him one step closer to be financially free?
But the thing
as far as being in Chase.
But no, the thing is, listen what I'm saying. Now Chase, you could go chasing the investment, their investment side, but 500 is not a lot, but it's a starting point. But that's why he was asking, is the kid working, or could he put in $50 or $75 a month.
Yes, yeah,
To
he
build-
could put like $250 in every paycheck. So
Okay.
I'm saying, like, for him starting off at 500, he
well-
could put in $250 every paycheck. Where we go from there?
So what I would do, I would set him up with start him out with some stock portfolios. I can give him a couple of stocks that he can get monthly dividends off of, and he could just keep reinvesting and he put his $250 in there. Cause I did with my stock portfolio, I did with Charles Schwab. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying? So that's gonna actually, cause that 500 initial investment, he might get probably about 5 to 7% of that every month. But you know, all that stuff be compounded. So it's 500 initial investment, and then he'll go from there, and putting the 250 in, on top, like that. But I don't
Okay,
know.
so
I have
make
to,
sure I understand. The 500 goes into the bank first, and then the 250 that he has every paycheck is gonna go into the stocks.
no, you'll open up a brokerage account, but I don't know if 500 is enough though.
Yeah, it is. But let me tell you,
Is it?
yeah,
I
it
don't
is. You can do
know.
it with 500. But
Okay, anyway.
you can do it with 500. But what I would suggest, and because he's right, I would take the 500. He got the $500. I would take the 500 and I would open up a brokerage account, because you can't open up a brokerage account with 500. But some brokerage do have a minimum of, like, where you have to have
2,500.
2,500. Yeah, some, but not.
Well, some of them,
Yeah, some.
Cause they know you're a kid.
Yeah.
Well, he's 17, 18 years old, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 17, 18.
Right.
We
So,
graduate, he'll be 18. So
yeah.
I'm trying to set him up
Yeah.
for
Right.
that. Also, he's looking into a vehicle. So I want him to go to, you know what I'm saying, have it set up.
So
to
that's
go
what
to
I.
the bank.
Now this is what I'm trying
Yeah.
to. That's why. Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. He's starting out. So
He's starting out,
listen.
yeah.
So what I would do is I would take the 500, and if you want to, I would say go to do it and open up a brokerage account. There's some out there that some only take a minimum of $50. Open up
Yeah.
a brokerage account. Okay. Now with his money that he's making, set him up with a bank account with the credit union, and have his money be direct deposited. Okay.
Into the credit union.
Into the
right.
credit union. Now, why I say do this? You said you bought up with, you want him to be able to get a car or get a loan or whatever. They're going to be more prone to give him that loan once they see the relationship starting up.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But have him open up a checking and a savings account,
Right.
and keep money in this. I don't care if it's $30, $40, but keep putting money, adding money to the savings account, and
Right.
make sure the whole check is going to the credit union.
Right.
So they'll see that he's making money,
Right.
he's saving money,
They got a paper trail.
and we have we got a paper trail on you,
And
and you're building a connection with him. You're building a relationship.
Right. Exactly.
So
Okay,
when
so
it's
the
time-
direct deposit go to the credit union.
Yes.
And then have the direct deposit go to the checking, and then he pours into his savings.
Yes.
And put it
Okay.
in a brokerage account.
And then
I mean, a little bit of.
that's what I'm saying. That's like $25, $30, nothing
Right,
crazy.
yeah,
But
yeah.
just to show that you trying, because see, they ain't gonna
You trying to
the
build
bank,
something.
because the bank ain't
Right.
gonna be looking at your portfolio, so they ain't
Right.
gonna see that part. But they can see you saving $10 out of your $300 to $400 check. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you setting up a relationship,
And I
because
want-
I'm telling you, starting out with such a small amount, going somewhere to a big bank, you're not gonna be
Yeah, you
as
ain't gonna be special.
priority.
You ain't gonna be special.
Yeah, but with a credit union,
Right.
you kind of get a little
Yeah.
bit more.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more mom and
Personal.
pop. It's
Personal.
personal. That's it.
It's
Personal.
personal.
There you go.
But tell them
Okay.
also, OG, tell them this too, though, brother. And that's what I tell my sons. Now, you might listen to you, might not, but I tell them 20% of his income, he needs to be putting that away. And if you get that habit now, he'll develop the habit to where when he's 30s and 40s, he have a nice nest egg. And he start putting up 20% of your income. That needs to go into investments.
Right.
And that's where the broker come in, right?
Yeah, he can use a broker, but
He
I'm
can
just,
do it
I'm just
without.
I'm just telling you in general.
Yeah.
He needs to be putting up 20% is the goal.
But when I say the word brokerage account, I'm saying like any account that you can trade on. Any account. You don't have to open. It's not a person that does
Right,
it.
right.
He can do these things himself, or he can get
Right.
a mutual fund account.
Right.
But he can do it himself. It's nothing. It's
Right.
not like he has to go through
To get his feet
a
wet.
person. Like
Right.
it's not a person because everything is done online now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Back in the day, you used to have to go through an actual person to
Right.
put in
So
whatever.
and all that, right?
Yeah,
You do all that stuff.
but
You
it's
do all
not
that
like
stuff
that
online
no more.
now.
It's all done online. So I would suggest either opening up an account because I want to say Charles Schwab has a $500 limit, but I'm
Yeah,
not. Don't quote me on it.
I mean, I can look it up.
Yeah,
That's why I
yeah,
did.
yeah. Look it up real quick.
Yeah. E-Money, if E-Money can do that and drop that in the DM as far as the Suave, and
Okay.
he said I think 2 or 3 stocks that will help him get dividends every month.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I want him to tap into that,
All right.
and then that
We gon-
20% plus his bank his check going into the credit.
What we gonna do is-
already set goal.
What we gonna do is
You know what I'm saying?
we gonna DM you personally. Here's what we're gonna DM you.
Yeah.
We're gonna DM you a referral code for Charles Schwab. Once we know that it's 500, and if that one ain't 500, I got another one for you that I know for a fact is,
Right.
and I'm gonna DM you, and I'm gonna DM you that one too. And as far as the stock tips, we're gonna send you some of those
Right.
different ones that do offer a month. We're gonna do a monthly dividend ones, and we're gonna do the quarterly. There's some that
Right.
offer quarterly
Right.
dividends, and we're gonna send you some of those as well.
Right.
So
And some,
for
and
sure,
some of these companies you already know.
yeah, for sure.
You know the Walmart. You know the Amazons. You know Apple. You know Tesla.
Yeah,
You know these household names.
yeah. But
These big billionaire companies, they're not going nowhere no time soon.
yeah,
So Nvidia,
Yeah, that's understandable. I just
Right.
want him to have it to set in place to where
yeah,
that as soon as his money hit, everything goes according to plan. Not
Yeah.
saying that he don't have to tap into it and
Right.
see it. I always wanted to where if it's $1,500 check hit it, you know what I'm saying, and then he,
and,
put it in the savings,
Yeah, put
20%
it-
of that.
20%.
Yeah.
20%, because you know they're gonna mess off some of their money. So you just tell them if he got $1,000 check, put $200 up. You see what I'm saying? So if you got $1,500, put $300 up. And then go from there. If you got $100, put $20 up. Because you got to start thinking in this investment mind and putting money
how you
up
doing, Bliss?
for the long haul.
Yeah,
You know.
fact. That's a fact.
Does that make sense, OG? I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay,
that does
okay.
make sense.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that that's cool. I appreciate that insight.
Yeah, for sure,
Because
man.
you know what I'm saying, I'm helping him, you know what I'm saying, shake and bake with his money and make sure because he's gonna be next year. There's graduation, there's prom. You know what I'm saying. Then he's gonna give me a definite answer that he wants to pursue college or he's gonna do the trade route. He brought it to my attention. He HVAC, plumber, electrician.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? He
the
wouldn't
plumber
do
just
that,
came
so,
around
man,
today. Them plumbers get paid. So I had two plumbing issues at my crib, and one cost me 6,700, close to 7,000 for about 5 hours worth of work. I say, come on, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. So I want him to be all right to where, you know what I'm saying, he don't need, I ain't putting it deep like that, but
Yeah,
that he don't need nobody, he don't want nobody, and nothing is going to make him.
Yeah, he's
You know
going
what
to
I'm
be an
saying?
adult soon. He's
Yeah.
going to be an adult.
and
So he needs to start thinking, financially like most adults have to do.
yeah.
They have to budget. They have to
Yeah.
put money up. You got to save money. Well, it's really not saving. I say investing, but it's the same concept: saving, investing, but putting the money to work. Just leaving money in the savings account. You just have for emergency funds in the savings account. But other than that, the money should be out there working.
Just like he
Yeah,
was.
right. That's what I want. That's what I want. The acknowledgement of the dividends and everything that you're saying.
Yeah.
Stuff. But you said you're going to provide that.
Yeah, I
for
got
me
you because
and monthly. So
I'm
by
a-
the time May hit around,
yeah,
he
Right.
got a little bit of some change.
I'm a-
to do
right.
what he needs to do as far as prom and everything. Because that's gonna cost. So
yeah,
I want to make sure that's good.
yeah. So because even right now, I'm gonna give everybody one that even I didn't know about, and my man E had put me on. See, I was in the crypto world heavy, right? So he was like, man, the stock game then got into. There's certain companies now that are having ETFs where they're doing it to where you can get into Bitcoin that way. I'm like, what? Nah, I don't know about that. So he's like, yeah, man, they give out monthly dividends. I say, monthly dividends? I heard a quarterly, but monthly? He's like, yeah, let me show you. So you have a cup. There's two that I like.
It's
Go ahead.
BITO.
BITO is a symbol,
That's the symbol.
and then there's another one called YBIT.
Mm-hmm.
YBIT. Now those stocks every month give you a dividend on however many shares you have.
Right.
No, it don't. It's coming.
It's why what?
YBIT. And when you get that, what'll happen is every month, as long as you win it by a certain date of that month, that they have a payday, and on that payday, when it drop, they send you your money.
Yep. Or you can have it automatic that it's reinvested.
Or it can be reinvested
right.
back. Yeah.
It buy more shares.
It buy more shares for you.
Yeah.
So it just continues to make money for you. You know, so it's plenty of things out there to where you can get money easily. And the last payout on YBIT I think was like 40 cents per share.
Okay.
So like that's what I'm trying to tell you. The money is it get real. It was 27. 27.67.
But the amount
per share.
Now
that's YBIT. But
that's
what was BIT? What was BITO's
BITO. And you can look this up because most of your phones have a stock app on there.
Yeah.
If you have an Apple.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah,
so what was that monthly?
Theirs was 86 cents per share. So
and what's the shares on the YBIT and BITO?
BITO, now that's a Bitcoin ETF. Those shares right now, this is in real time. It's going for the buy on is $19.85, and the sale was $19.83. But the monthly dividend, I don't know if I can.
No, you ain't gonna be able to see it.
I don't know if they'll be able to see it. But
no, you can tell me.
Yeah. So the monthly dividend on that one was 0.8611,
which is 86 cents.
86 cents per share. So just
per share, and that's 19. So basically, like under $20, 5 to be 160.
Right. So just to do the math on real quick, right? Just say your nephew took $500. Just to do your quick numbers out there. 500, you gonna buy it for 19.85. So 19.85. So he had 25 shares, right? That's gonna buy 25 shares roughly. Whole shares, and then you take the 25 times that times 0.8611 times 0.8611. So that's roughly about $21.52.
So every month, so basically every month he'll be buying a share.
So So he
but it all depends. But the thing about here's what I'm gonna tell you about the monthly dividend now. The monthly dividend does fluctuate.
Right, it fluctuates.
It fluctuates. So this month it might be 86 cents. Next month it might be 75 cents, and then the next month it might be 94 cents. It does have a fluctuation. Now when you get into stocks that have quarterly dividends, it's usually a little bit more set. You know.
I got you. With that. I just like the fact that he put the 5 to it, right?
Yeah.
And then that basically hit him with one share. So I'm looking at it as, you know what I'm saying, between now and May, if he just keeps buying share, even if it fluctuates, he's going to get a share regardless.
Right.
And by the end of that,
so
he's going to get more. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
So that's 20. So that's 20. Roughly about 20. What was it? $21.50. But if you think about it in general terms, it's around 4.3% that he's getting monthly. You see what I'm saying? But it's going to fluctuate, but he'll still be gaining because the following month, he take the 5. So the following month, he's going to have 520, but the stock going to still be going up and down. So the stock can probably still gain as he buying. You get what I'm saying? So the stock's still going up and down, but you're still picking up some every month. And if you dump in that, $250 in that month, before you know it, as the stock gets bigger and bigger and bigger, you'll go from, because I had broke it down for my cousin last night. But he's talking about putting $10,000 down on a new car, and I was like, look, cuz you can take the 10,000, put it over here, get the monthly dividend. That'll pay your car note. You get what I'm saying? It's about 500. It was roughly around, I think, about $480 something dollars. You know, with $10,000 of investment that he was gonna put down on the car, you put it over there, then boom, now those monthly dividends paying your car note. If you just pulling it out every month.
That's where I want them to get to.
You get what I'm saying?
I want them to get to a place where, you know what I'm saying, the bills, the car note, the insurance, it doesn't come out of him. It just comes out of a dividend.
Yeah,
that way, he's smooth sailing.
Yeah, it just takes time though. It takes some time where he's starting out, but you are on the right path, and that's why
the beginning stage.
Yeah, it's at the beginning stage. But I also want you to know that BITO, that's usually attached to the Bitcoin price now.
Right.
So when the prices are high, that stock gonna do well.
Right.
When the prices are kind of like
the dividend gonna be a little bit lower.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit lower when the prices are a little bit lower. So it's kind of goes. It fluctuates for both of them. But you still, if he's in there and he's putting the money in, what'll happen is when the dividend check does come. I mean, when they do give you the dividend and you're gonna buy, you want the price to be low because guess what? You're gonna get more shares.
Right.
So just think about that too. Keep that in the back of his mind as well. So don't panic because things go down.
Right. Yeah. Because they're gonna come back up.
Yeah,
Bitcoin
gonna come back
Bitcoin
up.
ain't going nowhere.
No time soon.
Yeah, right.
Nowhere.
Right. So that's definitely a good look.
Yeah,
because once he either do the college route or the trade route, which I want him to lean towards that. He's gonna start getting the big bucks. Once he gets the big bucks, then he'll be able to pour him.
But he already got the mentality. So he knows once he get that job making 60, 70, 80, 100, 150, he already developed that. I'm putting 20% up.
Yeah.
No matter what. And then now the big money, he's been pouring in this thing for 4 or 5 years, and then he gonna start looking like, oh wow, this still running numbers. Yeah. I'm glad I got in at 18. You do it the right way. You're 25. You've been investing for 7 years. You know, putting that few dollars in there every month. You know.
Yeah, them twos and fews.
Them twos and fews add up.
It adds up quick. So he's headed down the right path, and I'm telling you, you're doing good. He's doing. That'll be amazing for him. Especially
that'd be a good conversation for him.
Especially when him being so young.
Right.
That's good.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's getting into that. With the trade, and then he's thinking about doing a little business. He likes hats, so he like to do like a design on the hat, and then go from there. So I was telling him about the last conversation that we had before we derailed, and it went into trauma.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So with the whole LLC investing, the 10%. And then 100,000, you know what I'm saying, like that. So definitely, I told him that's gonna be later talk. But for now, to get some skin in the game, this is what you need to do in order to start flowing. And once you, do your trade, get your money in and stuff like that, then you can do the LLC. And I know that's gonna be fast paced because he has the money to back him.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because like we said last week, that LLC game changes. It changes quick. That money hit different. It hit super different when you start actually making money and they're seeing a profit in that business. They're quick to offer some money, and it's not no small change. It's real dollars. I mean, you can go from if you was it 10,000 for the when you go in and you starting it, was it 10? What they say was 10,000. If you do 10,000 and you showing the 10, you can automatically bump that up to get it to where you can be getting a loan for
yeah, for the bank.
Yeah, for the bank. Because we talking about the LLC.
Okay. So how it works? Okay. When you open up your business, when you open up your business account, they'll tell you. Once you do 2 years of tax returns, once you got 2 years of tax returns, they would 10 extra. I mean, they're 10 extra money whatever your return was.
Yeah.
So if your company made 30,000 one year, and then the following year your company made, say, I don't know, 50,000.
Mm-hmm.
So those combined was 80,000. Divide that in half, that's 40,000. So they'll say, okay, do you want? They'll start you out. They'll give you a sample 10. So they'll put 400,000 in your hand
Mm-hmm.
and tell you, all right, and if you do right by it, they want you to do right by that loan. And this is when I was talking to my associates at Chase Business Banking Department. So if you do right by it, in 2 years, if you pay it off and do right by that money, they're 25x your money. And see, a lot of people don't really understand how to really get inside these banks. These banks are here for you, and they got the money, but you got to understand the program. See, a lot of people we found these LLCs and start these businesses.
Claiming zero on their taxes.
Zero.
They ain't made no money.
They ain't made no money, so they like, well, hey, if you ain't made none, they ain't finna give you none either.
Yeah.
But if you want to improve your business, you be like, oh, okay, you made 40,000. Okay, cool. We'll give you up to 10 times your amount if you show and prove reasons. You know, like, hey, well, I got a trucking company. I want to buy 10 more trucks. I already had 2 trucks, but I want to buy 10 trucks. And they be like, okay, we'll follow this so they know the business is gonna make more money.
Yep.
And you just need that little push, you know. So the banking game, man, a lot of people don't understand it. Even in the investment game, like if you got 25,000, once you set up your brokerage account and you trade in stocks to be a day trader, if you got 25,000, all you got to put on the thing is I want to margin my account. They'll forex your money, so your 25,000 will actually turn. You have the buying power of 100,000
Instantly.
Instant.
You ain't gotta fill out
ain't
no
credit boys, just press a button. Yes.
You gotta do a press a button.
But these are financial worlds that we don't even know about. You know, and if you go with that route, you take the 100. Now, you know the 25,000 is your money. Now, if you lose on that money, that's coming off your 25,000. But anything you gain off that money, that's your money.
Yeah.
You know,
it's all yours.
So it's man, the financial world, these Wall Street bullies, man, they eat real good. That's why they eat fig and licking good. You know, that's why, I mean, for celebrity, when people talk about these celebrities, why do you think Jay-Z kind of got out of the music thing? He started doing business because he up in New York with those Wall Street bullies. They like, yeah, you doing concerts, you making $5 million, but you got to go here, you got to practice. May take you, you know, a concert 2 hours, and then you got the preparation, so you there all day, 9 hours, maybe 10 hour a day, just for this one concert, and you might generate $5 million. Them Wall Street bullies like, man, we're doing $5 million in 5 minutes.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, well, you know what? For Money Making Mondays, well, I have a suggestion, like a play-by-play. You know, like how y'all two will have like a projector behind you, and then BC is actually doing a play-by-play as far as like how it go.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like the teacher and the chalkboard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what,
you know, the teacher talking. Okay.
That's what I was talking to him about. We actually working on that to where we gonna get something so that people can actually see it and actually see the numbers because I understand that right now with the way we talking.
Give me a playbook.
Yeah, but they kind of not seeing it because it's you got some people need to see it in black and white, and that's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
We had talked about that after.
Purpose. Hey, what's up? Real fast.
Yeah.
This is the Everyday Spectrum Purpose, man. These are two real knowledgeable and real down to earth brothers. They not only just talk about it, they be about it. And you know, today is Make Money Monday, so this is perfect for like me and you, big homie, Gregory. You know, for the fellas. I mean, I ain't just not talking about the ladies, because ladies need the financial boost the game too. But this right here really hit home for the fellas as far as managing your money, how to scale your money, and the acknowledgement of money all throughout all spectrums. So it's a good show, and this is a good profile. And these are two good fellas, man. I definitely appreciate them.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Yeah, cause like we
Man,
say,
share the live, bro.
yeah, cause like we say, man, that money part, man. It's hard to have control of your household when you ain't got no paper.
Yes.
And the man's supposed to lead, you know. And when his money ain't right, it's hard for somebody to listen to him.
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna want to hear nothing.
Exactly. That's why I'm trying to get him right now.
That's the truth,
I know he's into the gear, like how I was when I was in school. He was into the shoes, clothing, and everything. But I'm telling him the business side. Instead of buying a 4 pair of J's, put it in the stock.
Man,
that way, 2-3 years, you have enough to buy 15, 20 pairs if you want.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's why.
Because money gives you freedom. That's all money gives you. Money gives you freedom and time. You know, you're able to utilize your time in a better way. Whatever.
Also, peace of mind, knowing that everything is all right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're able to do more, see more, travel more, knowing that everything is secure. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm trying to get them the mindset of knowing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Them parties and going out to them events, be in the books, get your money right. You know, because by 25, by 30, while your homies, they baby mama 4, baby mama 8, and no credit. You got the you know, the money. You got the vehicle. You got the place that you want. You know what I'm saying? You be the talk of the town.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's where I'm trying to get him to maintain it. And my other, because I'm my elder uncle, so I even have baby nephew, the 2 and 5. I'm telling them, hey, you save $5, $10, put it in the piggy bank.
Exactly.
They don't know nothing about it. But even though I'm telling my niece, hey, look, you need to put a little something away for them. So by the time they're 18, they already got a bag waiting for them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
They got the opportunity to go to college and get a new car. Like my sons, I mean, it's a good feeling to buy your kids cars and send them off to college. My son lived better than most adults in college. Yeah. In the gated community, big old swimming pool. All the amenities, and I was like, man, son, you really picked out a nice place. Man. Way better than what I had when I was in college.
You know what, BC, E-Money.
Huh?
I was my mindset, right? I want to have I forgot what the community called, but you know the communities. Let's say the bricks, and then you got like maybe 15 to 20 homes that like really are homes in that community where you drive past. I want that to be my family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A community of family that have a compound in the middle, and they got like 12 to 15 homes. You know what I'm saying? 4.5s. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's all the land, the house, and everything. You know what I'm saying?
There was a story about this family. They had 70 families, African American families down here in Georgia. They bought 5,000 acres. And they all bought homes on it. And it was like, and they named that whole. Did you hear about that, OG?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah,
there was a picture of them, but I didn't get to really go into it because I was busy at the time. Yeah. But that's beautiful. That's what I'm talking about.
I was like, man, that's amazing. But I don't know if I want my family living like that in proximity with me. But you know, it's like
that proximity, no. But I want to be in a place where you got our own water filtration center.
They got all that. They got a school, everything.
Vegetables.
They got a farm.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, them people, they did it big. I mean, they got farmland. It's self-sufficient.
But that's what the foundation was.
Family.
All right.
Foundation.
Absolutely.
Family.
Absolutely.
And that's
but even though it is family, it's good brothers like yourself out there that's really each one teach one, reach one, teach one. Yeah. And you know, that will be included as well. Because say we do have a family like that, they just did that, right? Yeah. And then y'all are included. Not only y'all are making money as well, they're all making money. We all elevate. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I got a saying, man, the more people that's making the money, the less people I got to worry about.
Yeah.
I can walk around super safe. Most of the crime that happens is because people broke.
Yeah.
I ain't seen nobody go stick up no bank when they rich.
Right.
I ain't never seen.
Exactly.
I ain't never seen nobody snatching purses because they got money.
But I bet you their money in that bank, their jewels, their possessions, their assets, all that is protected. Yeah. So anything that take from that bank, they know they're getting it back.
Yeah.
So
Facts.
People don't do crime because they got money.
Right.
It's not how it works.
And that's why we try to drive this show home.
That's
even though we get the lowest performance on Make Money Mondays, and I'm like, we're just trying to give out the blueprint for free.
Yeah.
You know, we're trying to give you everything I got in my brain right here. I'm trying to give it to guys, and then you all go back and do the research. Cause I give you your homework, and guess what? You're gonna verify everything I'm telling you.
Cause you can go verify. Ain't nothing we just said is false or incorrect. You can go fact check it. You can go fact check it. And we ask you to fact check it. But I know y'all be having in y'all DM with people saying y'all stuff about, hey, I can show you how to get
this
$10,000.
All the time.
And we ain't on that.
We ain't on that type of time.
And then you give me $1,500.
Right.
I'm like,
we don't want nothing. Right. We don't want nothing for information. We're just sharing information, and you take it, leave it, do whatever you want with it, but it's yours. If you know any veterans, I have so many veterans. I think I helped so many veterans get 100% that the VA probably mad at me. You know what I mean? Why did you get 100%? We had this guy 30% for the last 30 years. Now he ain't met you and Eric, and you ain't got him 100% in 6 months.
Yeah.
They mad at me.
So but if you know somebody, even if you know somebody in the military, man, I don't know if you know anybody, but if they ain't got their 100%, man, tell them come holler at us.
I'll give it away.
He gonna give it to him for free. He gonna give it to him for free, and he gonna give him that 100%.
I feel if you serve,
I'm telling you, he batting 1,000.
I'm telling you, this ain't no smoke and mirrors.
No, it's not.
You
follow the blueprint.
And I'll tell you the blueprint. And I'll tell any veteran. You know, I get calls just about once a month. I get a call, and they'll call, hey Eric, how you doing? Man, I met you probably don't remember. And I'm like, what's going on, brother? I was like, man, I'm so happy, man. My phone rang. It was a deposit. Woo-wee. They back paid me this money. I'm so happy, man. Can I send you something? I say, man, listen here. Take your wife out. Take the kids out. Enjoy your money. That's yours. You earned it. Because look, a quick story. When I was in the Navy, I was on light duty, so they had me working in the parts department on the ship. So I had to order parts. So I'm like, okay. So my warrant officer, he come to me and said, well, Eric, we need to order some nails, but we can only order from the contractors. Do you know they was charging, like for a screw, one screw, they was charging like $50 per one screw. That you can get a whole box of screws at Home Depot for $10. But they was charging like $50 per one screw. And I was like, ah, damn, that's a lot of money. You know, because they inside tracks. They work for the politicians. They bleed the government dry because it's their families. It's the connection. They give them the contract and they run it up. That's why when they leave office, they sitting on millions. Obama, Bush's, all the presidents, they come in office making, like the Obamas was making, I think about $500,000 to $600,000. Now they worth $700 million. The Bush family, all of them in it, and it's like they paying for those Navy ships, those missiles. They paid $50 million for one missile to blow some shit up. $50 million, but you would give a veteran, 100% veteran, give between $4,200 and $4,700 a month. What is that?
And then they fight them. They fight them for that.
And they fight you nail and tooth.
Yeah.
You gotta have all your T's crossed and your I's dotted. If not, claim denied. But I know the formula. You know, so my thing is they can give us that money. We shouldn't have to fill out a form. I think everybody in the league office should have property free and $500,000 for your first property for all veterans. Here you go. We shouldn't have no homeless veterans. They should just say, here, we're going to pay it. Trust me, they spending all this money on bombs and planes and all that stuff. Well, we don't benefit from that.
But hey, Nikki, how you doing?
How you doing, Nikki?
I'm in pain right now. I had a cortisone shot done in my knee today, so we're not
I had one 2 weeks
in the
ago.
greatest mood.
Was it that big horse needle?
I don't know. I didn't look. I'm scared of needles.
Because when I first had this my second one.
He does my knee and my elbow every 3 months. So
Yeah, I know all about that.
Nigga, have you done your social security thing? Have you got that started
Yes,
up all
I
over?
have. Right now, I'm having a problem with the VA. Okay, my identity got hacked, so I closed my account, gave the VA a new number. They forgot 2 numbers. I called them on the 29th. They fixed it. They told me 3 days. I called the 3rd day. They said 10 more days. When the 10th day hit, I went to my rep. They were telling me 4 more days over something. I didn't make the mistake, but I have to wait on my money.
Oh, yeah, that's you got to go through Cleveland on that one. I don't know I don't know no advice. Only thing I can say is to go down to the veteran service department. But I know who handles the money is either in Cleveland or in DC. So you probably have to get those people involved.
Right. I went to my VA rep, and he got on them, and he made sure they got the right number, but they were like, well, it takes 14 days. Well, if it ain't here by Thursday, they're gonna hear from my lawyer.
Yeah.
That's the only. I mean, I have a side job that helps me, but this is my main money. You know.
Right.
For sure.
And so.
Cause you're 100%, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know what it is. I know why they are doing this to me, and they're pulling a lot of crap. What they're doing, because 6 years ago I sued them.
Sued them, nigga.
And I won, but you know, it's still. I know this is why the VA is acting the way they're doing.
Right. But there's been a lot of changes going on with the VA, and I will contest to that. It's because when Trump and then Doge, Trump and Elon Musk, they fired a lot of people. Cause I was just at the VA last Monday, and there's a lot of turmoil. They fired a lot of people from the top and in the middle, and they got people in there. They don't know what they doing. They got, like Social Security having a problem, VA is having a problem. They went in, Doge, they just went in firing people, a lot of people. It was over 400,000 people got laid off. So, and they didn't even know what these people's job was. You know,
wow.
So that's what created this big mess.
Yeah. Like
so I'm telling you, it's the backlogs, and like my son, he's in college now, he still ain't got paid, and they told him, hopefully next month, and he been in school since beginning of August, and he ain't got paid still got paid for his summer sessions.
Like I said, they made a mistake on 2 numbers. I called them the day the check was supposed to be here. And she's like, oh, they forgot to put 2 numbers. Well, I understand that, but that's not my fault. You should automatically put it in there. I shouldn't have to wait, 14 business days because of your mistake.
Right.
Exactly.
You should, but if I was you, I would call back to VA and put pressure on them. Tell them it's you can tell them that you having a financial what's the word I'm looking for?
Hardship.
Financial hardship. Tell them like that. I need y'all to.
That's what my representative told them.
Yeah, you have to tell them that.
When he called them.
Right, but you need to. You know what? Some of those representatives are good, but some of them they don't really be working in your best interest. So if I was you, I would get the number, call them, and tell them you having financial hardship and you can't afford to wait another day. Can they please put you on there to get your direct deposit in the system today so you can so they hit the system by tomorrow? Because if they can get it in, if they can put that wire in before 2 o'clock, sometimes you can get that same day. But if not, it'll have to go in the system and it'll be there tomorrow. But you need to call and tell them you're having financial hardship and this was going on and you can't, this is going to interrupt your whole quality of life.
Right. Cause it already, it already does. Like I said, I had my bank for over 20 something years, and I got identity theft. Long story short, but I had to close it out. My bank told me to close it out and everything, and I'm doing it the legal way, like they want me to. And
Yes.
yeah, it's a lot of frustration.
Yes. And they can replace you if it was money taken out your account fraudulently. Long as if it's under 250,000, you should be you are covered. You know that, right?
Right, right.
Yeah. Okay.
No, she tried about $450 worth.
Oh, okay.
She tried. There was no money in there,
Right.
but she tried, and I know who she is. And like I said, charges are already being brought. So.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. As long as your bank gave you your money back, cause I make one call on all my accounts, and they make sure that they put that money back, cause all that money's insured. All the money's coming from the U.S. Department of Treasury. So,
Right, I've had it done
yes.
before on this bank.
Yes.
So I just got rid of the bank, and I went to a different one that was closer.
Okay.
But I heard this bank always got fraud. Everybody kept telling me, and I'm like, well, I've been with them for 20 something years.
Yeah.
Never had a problem, really. They've always made sure I was taken care of, but after this situation, I had enough.
Yeah, that's why, we was having that conversation earlier, and I said you got to get in with some of these nationally known banks. And I don't do those one-off banks, here today, gone tomorrow.
Right.
But I know this week they're gonna, in other news, they should be lowering the interest rates down this week. The Fed thinking about they might take it down maybe 0.5%, or a quarter. I don't know what they're gonna do, but they need to get it down. And Trump is really trying to force their hand, so to lower the interest rates so people can refinance, because a lot of people been stuck for the last 3-4 years, and people are not able to move around. Families getting separated, and it's crazy. But and in some cases, kind of helping people stay together.
Yeah.
Because they can't afford to leave. You know what I'm saying? So indirectly, it's helping.
Might be a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you have any anybody else got any questions or tips that we can help out with on Make Money Monday?
Yeah, y'all let us know, cause we know how this show go. Honestly.
Yeah. We're gonna probably shut it down.
Yeah.
But hey, look, it's Everyday Spectrum. I'm E Money. That's BC.
Yeah.
We do 3 shows a week. Today is Make Money Monday. On Wednesday, we're gonna be back at the Why They Cheat Wednesday, and on Friday,
Trauma Dump Friday.
Yeah, Trauma Dump Friday. Trauma Dump Friday. Yeah. So that's when you can bring all your trauma, past trauma, or anything you just want to get off your chest. Come see us on Friday. And on Wednesday, we just like to get to know some of these cheating stories. If you was doing the cheating or got cheated on, and we can kind of discover, what happened and probably why it happened, and can you how can you prevent it in the future from happening again? So,
or you doing it again,
or you doing it again.
Yeah.
Keep your hands to yourself.
I never put my hands on a dude. I'm being serious. I've had the hands put on me, but my mouth may run.
Now that's a trauma dump though.
Yeah.
That sounds like a trauma dump case.
Yeah.
I was talking about why they cheat.
Yeah. Other hands.
Yeah.
Other hands and baby legs.
That meat to meat. Yeah.
Tink, we know.
Yeah, but I hope everybody's having a fantastic Monday.
Yeah, for sure. And we're gonna be back for Why They Cheat Wednesday.
Yes.
So everybody show up. We wanna have some good stories Wednesday. So
yes,
bring them. We don't want to hear them for sure.
Bring them out to us, okay?
But yeah, We had it. This was a good one. And OG, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, appreciate
we
you.
gonna make sure we send that to you. If you don't get it by tonight, we'll have it. Definitely, we'll have it sent to you tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
All that information and everything.
Hey, I appreciate that, BC and
For
E
sure.
Money, man. Y'all take your time with that, man.
Yeah,
I already know.
yeah.
You know, when you send it to me, you're gonna send it to me, so I know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we got you. Because I want you to come back Monday, next Monday, you know, tell us how it went. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We
How
gonna
it
send
went
it to you.
down, you know. That's
And
definitely.
once we get your referral, then y'all can call. We send it to you, and then y'all can go from there. And we'll send you the different stock tips and the codes. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go and sign out.
Yeah, we
And
gonna
everybody enjoy
close
y'all Monday.
Yeah, y'all have a good one.
All right. Peace.